Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a Tawa Handvo. Handvo is a protein-packed dish, a very traditional Gujarati dish that is made differently in every home. And in today's recipe, I'm going to show you how I learned it from my mother-in-law. And I have a set of ingredients that I've prepped and kept it, and I'm just going to walk you through it. I have some soaked chana dal, rice and urad dal over here, and some curry leaves, some green chilies, ginger, some corn that I'm going to use to add to a twist, and of course the most important ingredient, which is the hing, also the asafoetida. And well, something really important about this hing is that this particular hing that I'm using has no Arabic gum in it, and what it does is makes it really strong. And you will see me just using a pinch when I'm actually making the handvo. Great. So and yes, hing comes with a lot of health benefits as well, and we'll discuss it as I'm walking through the video. Essentially, handvo can be made multiple ways. Here I've used just chana dal, urad dal and rice, but you can add green moong dal, whole green moong dal, different types of lentils, but your base also needs to have urad dal and rice, okay? And you can add lots of other lentils to it and make a handvo. In fact, sometimes I've even experimented by using horse gram dal as well, okay? Great. So the first step is I've soaked it already for about 4 to 5 hours, and then I'm going to grind it along with some green chili and ginger. And once it's ground, I'm going to put it for fermentation for about 8 hours until it nicely ferments. Okay, let me just first take you through a step of grinding. So it has to be a nice thick batter. So I'm going to go ahead and add this into my mixer grinder. And great. And to this, I'm going to go ahead and add my green chili and my ginger. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and add that. And I'm going to go ahead and add some ginger in there. Okay, great. So now I'm going to go ahead and blend it until it makes a nice smooth batter. Okay, now my batter is ground into a nice smooth batter. Take a look at it, and it just looks perfect. And now that this is done, I'm going to transfer it back into my pan and add a little bit of salt, and then ferment it for close to about 7 to 8 hours until you see that it has risen. Okay, and typically overnight is what I do. I grind it in the evening and ferment it overnight, and then so the next morning or for dinner I can make my handvo. I'm going to add some salt to taste, and we'll give it a stir. And I'm going to keep it aside and allow my batter to ferment now. So after 8 hours of fermenting, overnight fermenting, notice how beautifully the batter is fermented, and this is the air pockets that it has formed. And now that you know the batter is ready, and you can actually now refrigerate the batter, and it can be used whenever you want, for breakfast, lunch or dinner. And typically handvo is baked, and in the form of a cake. You put it in a thali and then bake it. But I'm going to be actually making a tawa handvo, and that's how I learned it from my mother-in-law, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's really simple. So give it a taste if you need more salt or anything, and if you need, go ahead and add it. Otherwise we're just ready to make it. Right, so I'm going to add in some oil into my pan and grease it on a preheated pan, and ensure that the oil is nicely spread out. And to this, I'm going to add in the til seeds, and I'm going to add in my hing, and we'll just add in. Just going to be adding a few pinches because this hing is really strong that I mentioned, and so ensure that you add just a pinch. And I'm going to add in the curry leaves. Great. And also I'm going to sprinkle in some red chili powder. And so everything is going to be at the base. So, and the handvo batter is actually going to get a nice crust because of all of this. Okay. And I'm going to add in the corn. And to this, I'm going to spoon in the handvo batter. So you want to ensure the handvos are typically like thick uttapams, you can say, if it's a tawa handvo. So I'm just going to go ahead and just spread the handvo gently so that the bottom mixture doesn't get sort of disturbed. You want the til and the corn to stay in its place, and I'm just going to sort of spoon in and spread the handvo batter over this nicely. Great. So now I'm going to cover the pan and steam cook it. So once the top is steamed, I'm going to drizzle a little bit oil and then cook it on the other side completely, and the handvo will be done. It'll take about good 3 to 4 minutes because it's a thick batter. So wait or cook it on medium to low heat and wait until the top is steamed really well. So I'm going to open my pan and notice that the top is beautifully steamed, and this is exactly how we want it. And at this stage, I'm just going to go ahead and drizzle some oil on this side, and I'm going to flip the handvo, so and then it'll cook and crispen on the other side as well. Notice the bottom that I'm going to flip is going to be nice and crisp. Perfect. This is how the handvo looks, and it's got a really nice crisp outer, and all the till, corn, curry leaves, hing, chili powder, all that we put in is all beautifully and evenly distributed on the top, and this is how a handvo is. Now just for a few more minutes, it's already cooked, so I'm going to wait for a few more minutes till the bottom gets cooked and the handvo will be done. So I hope you enjoyed watching this recipe. It's really simple to make, packed with protein and nutrition, and the goodness from the asafoetida that I use, the pure hing asafoetida, which is great and brings in a lot of flavors to the handvo. So when you do try this recipe, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below, because like always, I'll be looking to hear back from you. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.